All right. So I kind of wanted to talk about the classic, and so we're gonna be ranking them. Simple as that. All right. Um, I don't know why I decided to make a middle finger here, while ranking them. Probably a dumb idea. I'm not gonna lie, but whatever. Uh, let's just start with toilet tower defense. Fuck it. Um, might as well just put all these here. Why not? Toilet tower defense. Actually, you know what? Nah, it was bad. It wasn't horrible though. Toilet tower defense was just it was mediocre. It was kind of like a whatever. Um, it was pretty much just like a who cares, right? Um, I mean to be fair, I think the Hunts event was worse for this one, but that doesn't mean it's like fucking. That doesn't mean it's like Jesus Christ or whatever, right? It was good. It was whatever. It was it alright, I guess. Let's see. Fuck it, Restaurant Tycoon. It's going in horrible. It's just an AFK simulator, pretty much. At least for me, anyways. It took like an hour and 30 minutes just to do this shit, and it was just plain out boring. And I just, honestly, I could have probably slept. I'm just gonna say this as well. Most of these games are so boring that it makes Taylor Swift actually listenable. So, next up, we got the Dusty Trip. It's at good, in my opinion. I think it's good. It's all right. It's pretty nice. I enjoy it. My only problem is that if you collect the duplicate ticks, sometimes it glitches out, so you're not even going to get the badge even because you already got 10 ticks. But guess what? You didn't get 10 ticks. So it's a stupid system, but it's whatever. Bee Swarm. I mean, Bee Swarm's a pretty okay game. Not my thing anymore, but it used to be pretty cool for my books. The event though, it's all right. It's pretty basic. It's kind of whatever. It's it exists. Um, Pretty much it's just like it's kind of like Plants vs Zombies. I'm not gonna lie with you. Um, that's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, I don't really remember too much of it. I'm not gonna lie. My mind is kind of going a bit fuzzy because I've been up for 23 hours. No, 21 hours playing through this event, and I'm just gonna say it right now. A lot of these are boring as shit. So, Dress to Impress, bad. It's kind of like a whatever game. It's just pretty mediocre. Um, you know, it. I don't know. I don't even know what to say honestly. It's just kind of like a whatever game. It's just like you find 10 ticks and that's it pretty much. Um, it's kind of annoying that one of them was just hidden in like a fucking pillar or whatever. It was really stupid, but whatever. You know what? It's over it. I've done that game. Whatever. Dragon, I'm gonna give an F. Personally, just not my thing, and truthfully, I just don't really care for it. Um, and overall, I didn't even play through this one because just in general, just in general overall, like it's a pretty boring event as a whole. But then also the tick eggs are just they're nowhere to be found, I guess, because for some odd reason I can't find them at all. And there's been currently, as far as I'm recording this, there's been no guide so far. There's been nothing going on, so no one knows where ticks are and everything like that. And then any video that has a tutorial just says, "Yeah, you gotta get these. They're in like the fucking places, I guess. I don't know." And that's all they pretty much say. So overall, it's kind of whatever. Driving Empire is horrible. It's dog shit. The Ticks quest is whatever. Who cares about that one? The main quest, though, the token quest, is just horrendous. So you have to play through 70 hours of doing the same fucking thing over and over again. So pretty much, it is the most boring thing you could ever do. Like every 20 minutes, you're going to get 80, which means that you're going to get 100. So you have to play through this for at least like 90 minutes, maybe, if you're lucky. Like maybe 90 minutes, 85 minutes. If you're very unlucky or you just suck at driving games, it's probably going to take you about 100 minutes. I'm not going to lie with you. Um, Overall, it's just terrible. I didn't even complete it. I don't even have the first token to it because it's just a grind fest, and that's all it ever is and ever will be. Bed Wars F tier. It is boring as hell. First of all, the tick quest is just pretty much most of the quest in a nutshell. Um, the actual quest though, with the tokens and everything, that is the most painful and annoying quest I think I played in an event because you need to have a team that just straight up knows what they're doing. All right, they need to be calming everything, bro. You better have friends because your ass is not doing this. Um, Overall, it's just annoying as hell. Um, I feel like maybe like they need to nerf the quest a bit, at least for like, at least have like a different side of it. Like you can keep that side for like the veteran players who straight up just like grind the game 24/7. For us dumbasses that barely play this game unless it's in an event, like bro, give us a nerfed version, bro. We do not want this. Um, Gunfight Arena, it okay. It's all right. I mean, it's kind of a whatever game, you know. It's just kind of whatever. It's just it exists. You know, it was pretty fun for the first 3 weapons, and then I realized you could just blow yourself up and then get the rest of your get the explosive stuff out of the way as well, just by like exploding yourself. So that's pretty much that. It's again just kind of an okay game, kind of whatever. Blade Ball F tier. This is just a pain in the ass for 2.5 hours, basically. Pretty boring as fuck. I personally do not recommend it. Um, I'll tell you about the recommended games I would do if you really are trying to do the event. Um, it's boring as hell. I just would not recommend it at all. And if you really just only want the items, do not play Blade Ball. Simple as that. Livetopia, it's bad. Overall, it was really boring. It's just kind of doing your grandma's grocery shopping, and that's pretty much it. And then you just fucking deliver it. That's pretty much it. You're just basically Uber Eatsing people. That's it. It's just super boring. It's kind of whatever. I forgot what this game is called. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot about it already. Um, the quest for it was not that bad. I will say though, I hated that they didn't use the classics for all of it. They used it for part of it. Darkness gets more love than classic, which is insane because this event is classic. So I don't know what kind of crack they were smoking to do this, but that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Overall, it's a bad. It's just again, it's kind of mediocre. It's kind of whatever. Let's see. Arsenal. I mean, it's in its correct place. Arsenal is pretty interesting because I wish I could say it was amazing because the Hunt event was truly amazing. I think that was more amazing than this one. It follows a pretty interesting storyline. There's no like final boss battle at the end. And pretty much for most of it, it's pretty normal. It's pretty alright. You can easily do it. However, the speedrunning thing that you have to do for one token, it can be a bit annoying, I'm not going to lie, especially because the AI bots pretty much play like veterans for some reason. So, if you played any COD veteran campaign, you pretty much can easily do this. If you sped run them too, then it's pretty good too. You can pretty much just get through it quickly. Probably in your second try, to be honest. Let's see. Next up is Adopt Me. Adopt Me F tier. It's honestly so boring. I spent probably 2 hours on this event. It was so boring, dude. I picked up all the ticks and then I just proceeded to play the game like any normal person would, and the normal gameplay is just terrible. So, automatic F tier. Clearly didn't do anything. Not original at all. TDS, I think it's in its correct place, actually. Is it, though? I think it is. Honestly, it feels like most of the stuff just came from, like, the base game or just other events. It felt like they didn't really put too much effort into it, and overall, it's just kind of there, I guess. Personally, I just didn't really feel it. I just didn't really think it was that special. And I love TDS. That's a sin coming from me. But that's just how it is, man. Like, it doesn't really feel that great. It's just kind of like, it's cool, it's there. All the new players can play it, though, which is good. I'm glad that it's not like, I'm glad it's not exclusive to, like, people who played the game for at least 3 hours, right? I'm glad that newer players can pick it up and try to beat it. It will be pretty hard, though, for newer players probably, but for someone like me, it took me like probably like an hour and that's it. So it was not too bad. It was kind of whatever. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. So this is my ranking. There's no amazing game. Again, there's just no amazing game at all. There's just kind of whatever games. Overall, if you really want an opinion on what the best games is to do, personally, I would do Dusty Trip. I would do TDS if you're feeling like it. Gunfight Arena can be pretty simple too. I guess Dress to Impress if you know what the ticks are and if you're good at hobbies. Lifetopia is very boring, but it's pretty doable. And honestly, I don't even know. You can do Clip It, I guess, but it just depends on how you are. Beastworm is also a pretty good one too. Arsenal can be good, but you have to actually be good at Arsenal itself and or just in general FPS shooters in order to do this one. I mean, yeah, other than that, pretty much most of the games are just kind of bland. They're kind of whatever. I think, honestly, in terms of the event itself, I think it is worse than, I think it's worse than The Hunt. And that's a bad thing coming from me because it does have some good qualities to it that The Hunt does not have, but the games itself are either really boring or they are way too long. And, you know, listen, 15 games is better than 100, but if 15 games are like an hour, 2 hours, that's not a good event. You pretty much are just playing The Hunt. But, guys, look, now there's only 15. It's just so I do not want to play one game for 2 hours that I don't want to play. Like I didn't want to play Toilet Tower Defense. Okay, listen, whoever wanted to play Toilet Tower Defense, I feel bad for you. But yeah, I mean most of these games are kind of just like clearly they're cash grabs pretty much, and yeah, overall this is my tier list. I think it's pretty fair, honestly. For what I experienced, it's just most of it's not fun at all, and the things that are here in the good and okay, they're just kind of whatever at best. And like Dusty's the I think Dusty's the MVP, but that's pretty much it overall. Arsenal has its good stuff as well, but again, if you really want all 5 tokens, you're gonna have to grind for that shit very quickly, and it gets very annoying very quickly. And just in general, a lot of these are just straight up just snore fest, honestly. And I mean that's it. Overall, the classic is just really boring. The hub is the only good thing about the event. I'm not gonna lie with you. So yeah, I'd probably do the hub and then just do like maybe 4 or 5 games probably, and then just call it a day since you don't really need anything. If you really want to, you can avoid the ticks entirely, but that's on you. If you really want to do that, then you really want to do that. I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. I would like to actually review other events too that I played, and we'll see whether or not I actually remember them or not. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the event. I hope that the next one in 2-3 months is better, but I highly doubt it. at least they listen to us on a couple things, but at the same time, it's just lackluster. Yeah.